Okay, this update is for March the 10th, 2014. Had a nice short day today. Walked 12 and a half miles from Pamplin City into the town of Appomattox, or the, surrender of General Lee at the end of the Civil War, so a pretty historical place. It's been kind of neat, like, getting here at the end of the road. I've been seeing signs for the last, geez, I want to say like 100 miles. Signs like directing you towards like Lee's retreat, and all those historical markers I've been taking pictures of. A lot of it's on the path that Lee and the Confederacy were moving on prior to the surrender. So it was like the end of the Civil War, and it was neat kind of following in those footsteps. But did, yeah, 12 and a half miles today, and last night though, before leaving this morning, I ended up camping behind the United Methodist Church of Pamplin City in a pavilion, and apparently the United Methodist Church and the parsonage attached it's not in use right now. So I wanted to find out if I was able to camp there. So I wandered down a couple houses and met Jim and his wonderful wife Susan, who invited me into their home, made a couple calls, and sure enough I was able to camp there. But before I went over to set up for the evening, he and his wife made me dinner. Had Cornish hen and chocolate cake for dessert. It was delicious, and thank you both. I stayed and talked for about an hour and a half with them, but before they set me out on my way, Jim gave me a book. It's called Alligator John D., and it's by his father. It's his testimony and autobiography. His dad was an alligator, owned a couple alligator farms down in Florida in the Everglades, and really looking forward to reading it. So at the end of this video, when this is all uploaded, I think I'm going to get a start. But yeah, leaving this morning, I actually stopped down on my way out of Pamplin City to a dollar store just to get something to drink and some scissors for this moleskin, the stuff for blisters, which are getting better. I've had this moleskin in my first aid kit for the last like 5 days, but I haven't had anything to cut it with, so picked up some of those. And Cindy and Michaela, who work there, ended up buying me all the supplies that I needed, so thank you both. And while I was actually on the road walking on 460, not a whole heck of a lot happened today, but I found $1 in a gas station parking lot, so that's good news. But gonna rest of the evening away and make way for Lynchburg tomorrow morning. Once I'm in Lynchburg, I think I'm gonna take some more time just to relax. But halfway through the state of Virginia. All right.